If you're on the age pension or you're getting close to it, the next few minutes could change how much money lands in your account starting this month. Centrelink has just rolled out 5 updates that kick in from the 1st of July 2026, and most pensioners have no idea these changes even happened. Some of them mean you could suddenly qualify for a payment you were locked out of before. Some of them mean you can now hold more savings without losing a cent of your pension. And one of them is a quiet little trap that could catch out anyone who isn't paying attention. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand and what you need to check in your MyGov account this week. Welcome back to Centrelink Age Pension, the channel that cuts through the confusing government jargon so you know exactly what's happening with your money. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe because we cover every single Centrelink and age pension update the moment it happens. And trust me, this year there have been a lot of them. Let's get straight into it. Update number 1 is the change to the assets test. Every July, the government adjusts how much you're allowed to own in savings, shares, super, and other assessable assets before your pension starts getting reduced or cut off altogether. As of the 1st of July 2026, if you're a single homeowner, you can now hold up to $333,000 in assessable assets and still receive the full age pension. If you're a homeowner couple, that combined figure has moved up to $499,000. Now here's the part most people miss. If you don't own your home, those limits are much higher because Centrelink assumes you're paying rent or a mortgage out of your own pocket. Non-homeowner singles can now hold up to $600,000 in assets, and non-homeowner couples can hold up to $766,000. What this means in plain English is that some of you who were just over the old threshold and missing out on the full pension may now sit comfortably under the new one. It's worth logging into MyGov this week and checking exactly where your asset total sits, because this single change could put more money in your pocket without you doing anything else. Update number 2 is the income test threshold increase, and this one matters a lot if you're still doing some part-time work or you've got income coming in from an investment. From the 1st of July, a single pensioner can earn up to $2,628 a fortnight in assessable income before their pension starts being affected. For couples, that combined figure sits at $4,017 a fortnight. If your income sits below these numbers, you're still eligible for a part pension, even if you're working, consulting, or picking up shifts here and there. This is especially important if you've been holding back from taking on extra hours because you were worried it would wipe out your payment. With this new threshold, there's more room to earn before Centrelink starts reducing what you receive, so it might be time to reconsider that offer of extra work you've been turning down. Update number 3 is one that trips up a huge number of pensioners every single year, and it's the Deeming rate threshold. Now, if you're not familiar with Deeming, here's the quick version. Centrelink doesn't look at what your bank accounts and investments are actually earning in real interest. Instead, it assumes, or deems, that your money is earning a certain rate of return, and that assumed income is what counts toward your income test. As of the 1st of July 2026, the lower deeming threshold has increased from $64,200 to $66,800 for singles, and from $106,200 to $110,600 for couples. Anything below that threshold is deemed to earn 1.25%. Anything above it is deemed to earn 3.25%. So if you've got savings sitting just above the old threshold, this increase might mean less of your money gets deemed at the higher rate, which could mean a small but real bump in your fortnightly payment. It sounds technical, I know, but this is exactly the kind of detail that Centrelink won't call you up and explain. You have to go looking for it yourself, or have someone like me lay it out for you. Update number 4 is about the work bonus. And this one is good news simply because nothing bad happened. The fortnightly work bonus amount remains at $300, meaning if you're still working part-time, the first $300 of your fortnightly employment income doesn't count toward the income test at all. Combined with the higher income threshold we just talked about, this means working pensioners have more breathing room than ever to pick up shifts, casual work, or consulting gigs without watching their payment shrink. If you've been assuming the work bonus got cut or changed this year, it hasn't, and that consistency is actually one of the more reassuring updates on this list. Update number 5 ties back into the broader tax changes rolling out alongside these Centrelink adjustments, and it affects a lot of part pensioners who still have some taxable income coming in, whether that's from work, investments, or a small business. From the 1st of July 2026, the tax rate on income between $18,201 and $45,000 has dropped from 16% to 15%. On top of that, the Medicare levy low-income threshold has also increased, which means more seniors and pensioners on lower incomes will pay less or no Medicare levy at all this financial year. If you're a full-rate pensioner with little to no taxable income, this change won't move the needle much for you directly. But if you're a part pensioner combining your payment with part-time work, a small super income stream, or investment earnings, this is real money back in your pocket at tax time, and it's worth factoring into any planning you do this year. So let's bring it all together. From the 1st of July 2026, the asset test thresholds have gone up, giving more pensioners room to hold savings without losing payment. The income test thresholds have increased too, so working pensioners can earn more before their payment is affected. The deeming thresholds have shifted upward, which could reduce how much of your savings gets assessed at the higher deeming rate. The work bonus has stayed steady at $300 a fortnight, protecting the ability to work part-time without penalty. And the tax cuts, plus the higher Medicare levy threshold, are putting a little more money back in the hands of part pensioners with other income. None of these changes are going to transform anyone's retirement overnight, but together, they add up. And if you don't check where you personally sit against these new numbers, you could be leaving money on the table that Centrelink is not going to chase you down and hand over. Here's what I want you to actually do after watching this video. Log into your MyGov account today. Check your current assessable assets against the new thresholds. Check your income against the new limits. And if you're anywhere close to these numbers, request a payment reassessment rather than waiting for Centrelink to catch up on their own schedule. Because sometimes that update takes longer than you'd expect. It's your responsibility to flag it, not theirs. I make these videos because Centrelink and the age pension system change constantly, and almost nobody explains it in plain, straightforward language without burying you in jargon. If this video helped clear things up, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more Australian pensioners who need this information just as much as you did before you clicked play today. Subscribe to Centrelink Age Pension and turn on notifications, because September brings the next round of indexation changes, and you'll want to be ready for that one too. Drop a comment below and let me know which one of these 5 updates affects you the most. I read every single one, and I often turn your questions into future videos. Thanks for watching. Look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.